Welcome to our tutorial video how to change a depower rope of a Slingshot bar. We are KITEKAHUNAS, Advanced Kitesurfing School in Cape Town in South Africa. We bring you useful videos around kitesurfing and your kitesurfing equipment. You also know our wave kitesurfing tutorial video course. It's free on the internet. It teaches you how to start wave kitesurfing. Or if you're a wave expert, you can also do advanced moves in the waves. We offer KITEKAHUNAS wave camps here in Cape Town. Our season is from October until March, so come here and you can train everything you've seen in the videos. And also I want to remind you about our 2 weeks kitesurfing beginner crash courses. Come to Cape Town for 2 weeks as a complete beginner and you will leave here as a fully independent kitesurfer. So if you have a friend or your brother or your sister or your boyfriend or girlfriend, come to us. You can do wave kitesurfing or learn wave kitesurfing, and your friend can become a fully independent kitesurfer during the holiday. So today, the tutorial video how to change the depower rope of a Slingshot bar. You see the problem is here, the depower rope has broken and we want to change it. And what we need is the following tools. We need scissors. We need an Allen key that fits into the stopper ball later. We need a comp stick depower trim rope from Slingshot. And we need a Phillips screwdriver. And you need a piece of string or a piece of flying line, like 30 centimeters will be enough. First step is you have to open your release. And you can take it off here with a little rubber. You may use your scissor carefully. Get the rubber out so you have space to work. And then we will open the little handle at the depower trim rope with our Phillips screwdriver. Then just pull out the rope. You see this bar has been used on the beach, like yours probably, a lot. And then we want to take out step by step the rope, and you will notice sometimes it gets hard, but in this case it works well. And then very importantly, lie down the bar properly so you don't get confused. Everything is a little bit tricky and difficult. And then you pull up the rope from the bar, get it out through your stopper ball. And you see sometimes it gets very hard, but it's possible. This is the small part of the stopper ball. There's a small hole. On the other side there's a big hole. And there's a third hole for this little elastic bungee. Cool. And then you feed it further and leave everything lying as it is, not to get confused later. Then we take our Allen key and we open the stopper ball. We can take the stopper ball off and pull it off and leave it lying there so you don't forget it later. Then we pull down the rope with the stopper ball. See, this was the big hole of the stopper ball and the small hole, so we leave the big hole to the left. And then we pull it further down through the bar itself. And then finally, you open from here 2 screws. Be careful not to wreck your screws. They are stainless steel. So very difficult to come by. Everything is stainless steel, so don't lose any parts. It will be difficult later to get original screws like that. This is a short screw at the top and a longer screw at the bottom. So keep this, you keep your order, so then mix it up. And you also remember how this little plate was there with this small groove at the bottom. Pull it out, and with that you have removed the old depower rope. Should you have any problems to get the rope out, you may also cut it with your scissor before to get it out, because this will be garbage afterwards. So we can throw this away. And now we take our new depower rope. It says Comstick depower trim rope. They are, to my knowledge, identical since the year 2011 up until 2017 and probably into the future. So don't worry about the year number on there too much. As long as you have a bar built up like that, either with the old black butter box or the new red butter box, your depower rope will be fine. The depower rope has a thick portion, and it then becomes thin from here onwards. So the thick portion you want to have on this side, and the thin portion later goes into the clamp. First thing, to feed the depower rope into this metal piece, take your flying line in a loop, feed it through this little ring, and then firmly pull it through. That is already it. Then you can reattach this metal part. You will see the screw will later go through the little loop to hold the depower rope in place. And over that comes this metal piece. So feed the screw through the loop and start screwing it in. You can, before, if you want to, use some silicone spray. It will help you next time you open the screws to have it easier. So take the short screw first, feed it through the rope, and start screwing it tight. Take the second screw and start screwing it tight. Pull the rope so that nothing hangs out to the left and to the right, and then tighten both screws. You see that you have done everything right by having this little groove where this pin hooks in, which is later then for the safety release. Then you carry on feeding your depower rope through the butter box. And then through the bar. And then you take the thin part of the rope to feed it. You remember two holes, a bigger hole and a smaller hole. You feed it through the bigger hole first. So you feed the small part of the rope. You see there's the thick part, the small part, and then you pull it onto the hole. Use your little flying line, make a loop, feed it through the stopper ball, and then you can pull it over. And the stopper ball you put at just the beginning of the thick rope, so it sits just on the thick part. Pull it over. You see the thick part comes out of here, just over the thick part, and then tighten it with your Allen key. The stopper ball will keep the stopper from moving further up. Then you feed the rope through the swivel It's called the center of universe swivel. You see, it shouldn't interfere with your little bungee, your white one, so it should all look right. And then you feed the rope onto the stopper ball, which goes often quite heavy, but I think the best way, what we believe, is feeding it like that. And then make sure you don't overcross the ropes. So best is you lie them out properly, then you feed the rope through the opening in the bar, and then through the butter box. Again, you see first the thick rope, then the thin rope, and there is hopefully still enough space for this rope. Check it again that nothing is overcross. Lines are straight and nice. Everything looks tidy there. And then you feed the rope through this little ring. And then finally you feed it through the plastic handle. Later, the rope will be held by this screw. So feed it that this little loop is squared to the hole. So what I do, I pull it a bit further than it has to be. And then I feed the screw. And then I pull it back a bit so that it just sticks out. Remove the thing. And then you can screw it in. Good. So test it. Everything is fine. Put it on the clamp, and now you can put back your butter box. Put the red rubber into this little groove. Assemble your chicken loop, and then comes the ultimate test. Everything is fine and neat. And it looks like that the white bungee should not run across your deep power ropes. If you want to do yourself a favor and extend the lifetime of your deep power rope, you can take an ordinary candle. Do the thick part, you can wax the thick part, only the first 15 centimeters, not the thin part, because otherwise it will later not hold on the clamp anymore. So only the thick part, you can wax it, just rub it in properly from all sides. And then you massage it in with your hands. You can repeat that every 10th session or so, and then you extend the lifetime of your deep power rope. Thank you very much. This was how to change a deep power rope of a slingshot bar. See you next time. There's more useful videos from us. And remember our KITEKAHUNAS wave camps and our beginner crash courses from 0 to hero in 2 or 3 weeks in Cape Town. Thank you.